What's up everyone, my name is Liam, and for those that are new to this channel, this is my 2008 Mazda 3 hatchback. What I'm going to be going over today is a complete mod list. Everything that I've done to the interior, exterior, and the drivetrain, I'm going to be talking about in this video. So let's get started. Before I go over this specific car, I would like to give a special mention to my old Mazda 3 hatchback. It was a Sunlight Silver, also an 08 hatchback, 5-speed auto, and that car is what started it all for me. I did a lot of modification to that car, but unfortunately it was wrecked and totaled out. So what I did is I bought another one, transferred a lot of the parts to that car, and I continued modding this one from there. Now, the biggest difference between this car and my old one is the fact that this one is a 5-speed manual. And yes, it is absurdly fun to drive. It is a lot more fun than the 5-speed auto that I had. Granted, the 5-speed auto was also a wonderful car, but you know, that's besides the point. With that out of the way, let's start off with the front. Up front, I have some custom chrome headlights. These are just the ones that you can buy on eBay, except I split them open and I took the amber reflectors out of them. They've got chrome blinker bulbs, LED high beams, and an HID conversion for the low beams. Moving on to the fog lights, yes, this one is cracked. I've got a replacement at the house, I just got to put it on. These have been converted to HIDs as well. Speaking of which, these are yellow HIDs and these ones are blue. Moving along to the side, first up I'm going to show you these. I imported these from Japan. These are chrome turn signal housings for the fenders, so those are pretty cool. Those took a while to get here and I'm super happy with those. Then I've converted the door handles to chrome, and this one is a CX-9 front door handle. What's so special about this is that it has a lock button on it right there. At least it's wired up on my car to be a lock button. So yeah. Moving to the back of the car, we've got some custom chrome taillights that I'm working on. I'm only missing that one right there. I just got to finish it. It's at the house. It just needs painted, and yeah. But as you can see, these look absolutely fantastic. These are OEM LED taillights that I split open and painted chrome on the inside with a very, very expensive and hard to work with paint, but it looks wonderful. Over on the hatch, we've got a wiper delete, as you can see right there, and then an Anarchy banner right there. Moving on to the other side, as you can see, I installed a Mazda OEM aluminum fuel door, which is really cool. I just have to adjust it, and I haven't gotten to that. As you can see, it sits a little off, but I just gotta adjust it and it'll be totally fine. Now I think it's time we move on to the interior of this car because I have done a lot of things to this as well. Starting off on the doors, I've got some aftermarket kicker door speakers. I upgraded these door sills to Mazda Speed 3 door sills. These seats right here are from a GT Mazda Speed 3. They are the leather and Alcantara seats. I've got all of them, as you can see, and they are phenomenal. I wish I had a better seat bottom for this seat, but maybe I'll find one in the future. Besides that, these are absolutely wonderful seats. Don't mind the dirt. I was just driving it, but I've got some P2M black and gray checkered floor mats, and to match those I got a custom shift boot made by Slammed Shift Boots on Instagram. If you want, feel free to check them out. They really served me right. They made one that fits this car perfectly, and that's their specialty. So yeah, feel free to check them out if you want. I highly recommend them. And now that we are in the car, let's go over the dashboard and everything I've done over here. So starting off, I've got some ND Miata air vents. As you can see, these were a near perfect fit. I'm very happy with the outcome of those. These came off of a Mazda 6. They're just the air vent dials. They needed to be custom fit, but they work flawlessly, and I wanted those to match the ND Miata air vents. Next up, we've got this. This is an E&N aftermarket head unit that matches this car quite well, to be honest. I just wish the faceplate was gloss black, but besides that, it's awesome. This head unit has been great. I've had it for over 4 years now, which is crazy. It still works totally fine. And yeah, moving down to the shift knob setup, we've got a likewise shift knob right here, as well as a boot retainer from them as well. I've had 2 of these before and they have both been absolutely fantastic. The shifter assembly itself is stock, but I do have a short shifter and some solid shift bushings coming in the mail soon. So yeah, that's going to get installed on this car very, very soon. Now you may have noticed already, but as you can see, the headliner has been wrapped in black suede and it is failing. So I've got to redo it. It's falling down. It's great. I don't really know why. Probably the Florida humidity and sun, to be honest. But besides that, everything else came out very well. I did have these painted. I'm probably going to do all of this over again once I get a new headliner. But for now, it's really not on my list of things to do. I'm kind of just putting it on the back burner for now. It doesn't really matter. Speaking of the roof, I do have some purple LEDs that I installed in both the dome lights, the rear dome light as well, and the glove box. Then I installed this HomeLink mirror as well, and I'm working on a solution for the little rain sensor cover that goes up there as well. But for now, it's just open. Moving along to the back, I've got something special I did sitting right here. I added some USB outlets for the back passengers that I rarely ever have sit back here. But you know what? I think it's cool, and it was a fun project, and it was only like 20 bucks, 30 bucks to do, so yeah, I'd say it was worth it. Alrighty, moving along to the rear hatch. I've got a Scar subwoofer and amp. It's only an 8-inch sub and a 750 watt amp, but honestly, that's all I've ever needed. I haven't needed anything else. I don't care for crazy bass or anything like that. I just wanted something to tie together the whole sound system on a budget, and it has served me well for many years. I do plan on upgrading the entire sound system once again to something a lot nicer, but again, that's on the back burner. It's not something I'm worried about right now. As you can see, I do have a fire extinguisher mounted to the back of the seat right there, just in case of emergency, because you really never know. Even though I think I do a very good job wiring, you never know what could happen. It could happen to a stock car, you know? It's better to be prepared, and that fire extinguisher was literally only 30 bucks on Amazon. 30 bucks versus the value of your entire car. It's really a no-brainer. But now I think it is time to talk about the engine mods and the other stuff that I've done. And here it is. This is the 2.3 liter naturally aspirated MZR engine that comes stock in almost all of the hatchbacks, at least in the States. I've upgraded the valve cover to an aluminum valve cover. I put a Corksport strut bar on it. I have a Corksport hot air intake. I know. Y'all hate that, but it's going away soon, trust me. I did install an oil catch can, as you can see right there, and it does work. I'll give you proof. You probably can't even see it. And as you can see, it does work. This thing is shiny. I did ground the throttle body as well, which made throttle response a little bit nicer. As far as the motor mounts go, I've got a solid AWR passenger mount and a solid AWR rear motor mount. And I do plan on buying the matching transmission mount to go with all of that very, very soon. As for the exhaust setup, I've got a Corksport aftermarket catback exhaust. With the race pipe, so that means no second cat. In terms of the wheels, these are some Japan imported Riverside Amistad V's. They're 18 by 8 plus 35, and they fit this car so well. They're wrapped with some 215/40 Atlas Force tires, which are some pretty good street tires for the price. And obviously, I'm sure what you guys are most interested about is the fact that this car is lowered. So, in terms of suspension, I am running some Yellow Speed Racing Dynamic Pro coilovers. Up in the front, I've got some aftermarket Moog outer tie rods, some Corksport aftermarket front end links, and here in the rear, I've got some JBR rear toe arms and rear camber arms, some aftermarket Moog end links, and I'll show you down here, I've got a Corksport rear sway bar. I believe this is a 27mm sway bar. It is very stiff, and it feels very, very good driving on this rear sway bar. But yeah, I think that's about about it in terms of the modification I have done to this car. I'm constantly doing things to this car, so if you want to see any more updates or see any videos of the modifications that I do, feel free to check out my channel, because I'm somewhat constantly uploading different videos about this car right here. And with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll try my best to respond. But with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to go drive my car. So I hope you guys have a great day or night, depending on where you are, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out.